Quick question. Who in their right mind wants to play Division II basketball, Division III basketball, NAIA, junior college basketball? Who in their right mind would do that? In their right mind. Everybody wants to play Division I. If you don't play Division I, then you just probably suck. Division I is the only thing you need to be worried about. Everything else is second place. Everything else is Loserville. Right? That's bad. That's a bad opening. But that's exactly what I thought when I came to college, coming out of high school. If it wasn't Division I, then you're a scrub. That's what everybody was telling me. I learned that to be a lie. I learned that not to be the truth when I went on to play college basketball at a Division II school. I started off at a junior college school. And today I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you need to give Division II a second look. Division III, NAIA, junior college, a second look. So when we talk about Division I, II, and III, it works like this. In a nutshell, Division I are the schools that you see on TV, the Dukes, the Michigan States, the UCLAs, the University of North Carolina, UNCs. Those are the Division I schools. Now, I'm giving you a nutshell deal because there's a lot of other Division I schools that don't show up on TV, that people forget they're even Division Is. But when people typically think about Division I, they think about the ones they see on TV, the ones they see on One Shining Moment at the end of March Madness. That's what they think of Division I. Division IIs are schools as well that are below Division Is in the sense that they don't have the same amount of scholarships. They're not as large as Division I schools. And they're not on TV unless they're doing some type of ESPN3 or something like that. They're not just going to be on. You're not going to see them on SportsCenter the whole game, typically for a game that's not a championship game to win it all, basically. And so that's Division II. That's the level that I played on. I played on Division II. And then there's Division III. Division III offers no scholarships at all, and they don't play on TV either. There's NAIA, which is a whole different ball game. There's a whole different ball game. They don't play on TV. Junior college is a 2-year school. Community college, JUCO is what you hear people call it. I was a JUCO player as well. They do offer scholarships, but it's limited. Those are pretty much the differences in a nutshell. I know it's much more complex than that, but I'm just giving you a watered down. That's what it is. So consequently, everybody wants to be on Division I. Everybody wants to be on TV. The majority of players that you see in the NBA, NFL, they came from Division I programs. So consequently, everybody wants to be on that level because they feel like if I'm on that level, then I too will be going to the league. I too will be shaking the commissioner's hand. I too will be able to follow my dreams. I too will be able to make my mama proud. If I go Division I. But what if I told you that you can go Division II and make your mom proud? What if I told you that there were opportunities in Division III? What if I told you that even NAIA have jerseys that you can wear and represent the university? What if I told you that? Will that change your perspective over if it's not Division I, then I'm a scrub? If not, then stick around because I got some more things I want to tell you about just why you should give other schools a shake as well. Hoop loud. So let me tell you something. Coming out of high school, I knew that I was going to go to the University of Kentucky in Lexington. Come to find out, I wasn't good enough to play on their practice squad, let alone get on their floor. This is a major Division I school. They get the cream of the crop players. I wasn't good enough to play on that team. But there's still opportunities out there for me. So that brings me to my first thing that I want you to consider when you thumbing your nose up about Division II or Division III or NAIA or junior college is this. That position just wasn't a good fit for me. And so many graduating seniors or so many transfer JUCO players right now are going to miss out on opportunities because of that very fact. They're worried about D1 and they should be worried about fit. Whatever fit is for you, where you need to go. Don't waste your time off who's going to see you on TV. Don't waste your time off the people from around the way don't know about this school. Don't waste your time about this stuff. What is the best fit for you and your game and where you're at right now. That is one thing. That's one piece of information I wish someone would have had. I wish someone would have gave me when I went through the process, because I felt like I was a failure coming out of high school, thinking that, that if you didn't go to Division I, then you were a scrub. And then I found out when you went to college, it's not like that. It's about whatever fit. There's some situations that may not be a good fit for you. It's not because you're a scrub. I'll tell you this. I've seen with my own eyes many a times where there's a Division I transfer that's played some years at a Division I school and goes to a Division II school and doesn't get off the bench very much. Doesn't play very much. Even though this person was at a Division I school beforehand. Why is that the case? That doesn't even make sense. Because you would think if you're at a Division I school, the ones that you see on TV, and that person goes to a Division II school or Division III school, then that person's going to kill. Right? That person's just going to make everybody look like they're little boys amongst men, right? That's not the case. That's not always the case. Because the right fit makes a difference as well. You have to be a good fit. So when you're looking at these schools, word from the wise, make sure it's a good fit for you. Some of you may not even know what a good fit for you means. You're not able to self-assess and say, okay, what kind of player am I really? And not be biased about it. I wasn't able to do that. When I came out of high school, I'm telling you, I was supposed to go to Kentucky. The University of Kentucky. And the people that actually see me play at 6'4", undersized, big, they realize how laughable that is. No matter how hard I worked, I wasn't there. And that's fine. Because if I would have been blind, if I would have allowed that to hold me back, then I wouldn't have been able to go to college and play basketball in any school. If I would have been so down in the pits about that, I would have left those opportunities on the table. So some of you may not know my story. I redshirted my first year coming out of high school. Only reason I was able to redshirt is because the coach that I played for in college had another player from my high school that went to his program, and they just kind of had a relationship there between coaches, and they gave me a shot. I redshirted my first year, paid my way my first year, and then every year after that, I didn't pay a dime. And then every year after that, I didn't pay anymore while under scholarship playing basketball for 4 years. That's 2 at that school at Junior College, and then 2 more when I went to a Division II school. All right, but it was the right fit. In both of those situations, it's the right fit for me. If you get so stuck on just going to a big name school or going to a school you see on TV and you're not worried about the fit, then it won't make a real big difference because you won't be playing anyway. The fit makes a difference. Let's go on to my second one. My second rule that I want you to know of that may change your perspective on D2, D3, NAIA, junior college is this. Nobody cares if you played at Division I, Division II, Division III. At the end of the day, they want to know if you can hoop. Number one, right? And when you look at a lot of these NBA combines that they have going against, you're going to be going against Division I talent anyway. So you'll have your chance to go against these individuals if you were to make it that far in the first place. They don't divide them up and say, okay, only Division II players play against each other, only Division I players play against each other. At the end of the day, hoopers hoop. So you'll get that opportunity. If you want to play professionally, you'll get that opportunity at these camps to play against Division I schools, Division I players, Division I caliber players. And if you say who you say you are, then you'll have that opportunity and you'll show up and show out. My last point I want to leave you as it relates to change your mentality about Division II, Division III, NAIA, or any of that other stuff. I don't want you to miss out on the opportunity. And that's just what it is. Number 3, I would say, you have got to understand that once your eligibility is exhausted, you're going to be happy that you played somewhere. Everyone doesn't have the opportunity. I think that sometimes when you get this opportunity so quickly out of high school, you lose sight of realizing that it is a blessing. It is an opportunity. You are very fortunate to even be in a conversation to put on a jersey for any school, regardless of what level it is. I always hear someone tell me, oh man, I wish I would have played in college. I had the opportunity, and they give me some kind of sob story about, I like booze too much. I used to party and drink too much, or I didn't get my grades, or I was hanging around with the wrong crowd. I was doing this, I was doing that. I wasn't disciplined enough. And everybody has their own story. Everybody has their own excuse. But at the end of the day, the people that I get to talk to sound like they had an opportunity and they just didn't jump on it. And this opportunity is not going to be around there forever. It's not going to be around forever. So the idea that they had that opportunity and they squandered it, no matter what level it was, they have to live with that for the rest of their lives. And I don't want that to be you. Now listen to me. I'm not trying to gas everyone up to think that everybody's going to play college basketball. I'm not saying that at all. You may play intramural basketball. So intramural basketball is basically a league that you play in within college that you don't play against other schools. You just play against teams within your school. There's nothing wrong with that as well. What I'm saying is try to maximize your potential while you still have it, while the opportunity is still there. And that shouldn't be predicated off what level that you are on. You should just be running through that door because you know that's not always going to be there.
Hoop Loud E.